Hello everybody and welcome back to Steve's Gear, and today we're going to take a look at the Yeti Sidekick Dry. Now this is the 3-liter version, and I've actually owned this before. I have some videos in the past. I did a video on it and I did a recall video on it, so I was really happy with the original version I had. I didn't have a problem with the recall, but I went ahead and took advantage of it. It was for a possibility of the magnets coming out on it. Like I said, I didn't have that problem, but this case cost $50 for this size, the 3-liter. And that's what I paid originally, and they offered $75 as a buyback for the recall. So I went ahead and just took the $75 credit and I bought another piece of Yeti equipment that I had my eye on. So this came back out not too long after, kind of an update. I'm assuming they kind of updated the magnets on it. And I've always kind of wanted one. I did pick this one up a couple months ago. I picked it up at REI. They were having a deal where I think you got 20% off of one Yeti item if you were a member. So I went ahead and just picked this up. So I just want to make a quick little video in case you hadn't seen this, or you just maybe wanted to see what it looked like on a video. And yeah, maybe this will work good for you. So let's take a look at it. So the outside of this is made of Yeti's dry hide shell. Now, if you're familiar with that, with some of their coolers, it's kind of the same material here. I like it. I like the feel of it. I think it's very durable. It's UV resistant. It's puncture resistant. And it's pretty easy to clean. You know, if you get some fish guts on it or some power bait or something, it's pretty easy just to wipe off. It does pick up some little scuffs here and there. Like as you can tell, I've used it. And, you know, it's got a few little scuffs, but overall it still looks pretty good. Now, taking a look here at the back of it, you do get a couple Velcro attachment points here. You can kind of just use however you see fit. You can attach it to some molly. You could attach it to a pole or something like that. You do get a nice carry handle here, and you get a couple loops here if you want to run something through the back here. Now, these Velcro will attach to the front of their soft coolers. I own one of their soft coolers, and it does have some molly running down the sides of it, and you can just attach this right to the front. I have done that before, but I find myself not really using it like that too much. I kind of carry it like a little man purse. A lot of times I just use the handle, and I don't use this every day. I don't even use this a whole lot, but it's a specific use for me. If I'm going fishing or if I'm going to hit some trails or I'm going on a boat, I like to grab this because it keeps things dust-free, waterproof, and sometimes the price of paying $50 for this item is going to cover, you know, a ruined cell phone or, you know, your wallet gets soaked or something. It's just kind of nice to have this. So I used this recently when me and a bunch of friends rented a big pontoon boat, and we took that out. You know, people were jumping in and out of the pontoon boat. Water bottles were spilling, things like that. And I just kind of Velcroed this around one of the poles in the boat. And it held there all day. Had my wallet, my cell phone, my car keys, some suntan lotion, you know, a pocket knife. I kept all that in here and it stayed perfectly dry, no problems at all. So for me, it was kind of nice to have that peace of mind. And so I think that's what makes this a pretty good item. Now, getting into it is pretty easy. It's kind of a two-hand affair, though. You can't really do it too well one-handed. It does have some Velcro here. So you go ahead and unvelcro it. You're going to get a little tab here where you can lift up to undo the magnet. Now this does feature their Hydro Shield magnetic closure. It works really good. It's very strong magnets. They do seal it up pretty darn good. This is what the original recall was for, was I guess these little magnets could fall out of it. I never had that problem, but I guess it was kind of a problem with some units. Now here on the inside, it's pretty basic. It's just pretty much just a big open shell. It does have one little piece of elastic kind of mesh in here where you can kind of divide some stuff a little bit. That's kind of what I did. I threw all my stuff on one side, kept like the suntan lotion on one side, just to kind of keep it separated a little bit. But yeah, it works really good. And this thing will kind of, you know, once you put some stuff in it, it'll kind of fill up with some air. You can hear the snap of the magnets. Works really good. Fold it over, just Velcro it, and it's pretty much airtight. I mean, you can put a lot of pressure on here. You can't get any air to escape, so it leaves your stuff waterproof and dustproof. You know, if you're someone like me that occasionally likes to go to the lake or the river, or maybe you fish in the ocean, you know, this is good for keeping the dust off your stuff as you're out fishing, or if you worry about some water, if maybe you're wading out a little bit and, you know, doing some fly fishing or something, you could attach this to your belt or your backpack or whatever, and this will keep your stuff dry as you're wading out. Or if you're in the ocean, you know, you can put some of your gear in here, keep it a little bit protected from the salt water if you don't want to worry about rusting on some of your lures and things like that, or hooks. That works pretty good. So yeah, I think it's a pretty good option for you if you like things like that. And I like it. You know, it is available in a 1 liter and a 6 liter as well. For me, I've kind of looked at each one. I just found the 3 liters about the perfect size for me. Now this does come in at about almost 7 inches tall and about almost a foot wide. And it weighs about a half a pound empty. So it's pretty lightweight. It's not too big of a size, pretty easy to carry around. It does have quite a bit of flexibility to it. I mean, it won't expand, but you can put quite a bit of stuff in it. So I do like that. But yeah, that's just kind of a quick look here at this Sidekick Dry 3 liter. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. This is the forest green color. I picked up, my original one was the charcoal color, which I really like that one. This is one of their seasonal colors, but right as of this video, right now, this color is still available if you happen to like it. I think it's pretty cool. I like green. I kind of like that dark green color, and it looks good in my opinion. So that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to y'all later. Have a great day.